Hello class, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed my channel, then please do it right now. Thank you. So in this tutorial, we'll be learning about pivot tables only. And now suppose we are having some data. In the last video, we created the data and then we analyzed it. Now suppose you are having the data and you're having certain questions in mind that you have to solve. Then how we can proceed it, we'll learn through this video. So suppose now we are having the result data of BCom program students for semester 2, 4 and 6. These are the serial numbers, semesters, roll numbers, SGPA and result. So suppose we are having this data in our hands and now we need to know these three answers. First question is we want to know the average, maximum and minimum marks. We want to know the students, number of students who have passed the semester. And we also want to know the average marks obtained by the students who have passed the exam as well as of the students who have failed the exams. So these are the three questions. So I'll just show you how we can do it, this type of question in our paper. So I'll just making a heading here for solutions so that every solution I'll just paste this under this table. I'm just merging it. I'm bolding it and coloring it as yellow. Okay. So our solution will come here. And here I want all my table data. So for creating the pivot table, you have to go to this insert pivot table. Now it is asking for me to select the table or range. So for that, I'll select this entire table. Just Control Shift down arrow and Control Shift right arrow. So this way all my data will get selected. Okay. Next is choose where you want to paste your pivot table. So if you select a new worksheet, then it will give you the data in the next tab. But right now I am selecting this existing worksheet only and my location is this cell. Okay. Okay, now my pivot table has come up. After this, I'll just briefly explain you about these four headings under the pivot table. So first is filter. This is to be used only if we want to filter our data. If I am putting this under filters, semesters, then I am able to filter my data for semester wise, that is semester 2, 4, I can filter out the data. Okay. If I'm putting my semesters under rows, then I'm getting my data row wise, that is semester 2 in first row, then semester 4 second row and so on. And if I'm just putting semester under columns, then it will come as column wise, semester 2 in first column and then second column, so on. So this is basically these three fields. If I want to know the values, that is average, maximum, minimum, count or sum, then I have to put my values under this heading. So if I am putting SGPA under values, then it will give me the data semester wise and this way. Okay. So these are the basically four fields which we can use while analyzing our data. So I'm just unchecking all right now. Okay. So first is need to know the average, maximum and minimum marks obtained by the students semester wise. So I want the result semester wise. So I am just dragging semester under rows. Next is marks. Marks are given under this SGPA column heading. So I am just dragging SGPA under values. Okay. Now it is giving me as a count, but I don't want the count, I want the average. For that you can simply go to the column heading, right click, summarize values as average. See, now the simple answer is semester 2, the average SGPA is 5.41 for semester 4. See how quick it is. You can just simply copy it, that is Control plus C, and here you can paste it as a paste special, or you can use it Alt ESV. Okay, so this is done. Next is it wants me to know the maximum marks. So maximum, similarly summarize values as maximum. So these are the maximum marks. So Control C, either use Alt ESV or just go to paste special values. Okay. Next is minimum marks. So minimum, similarly summarize values as minimum. So these are, because students have failed also, so minimum marks are 0. So first question is done. Next question, how many students have passed the semester? So in this particular question, I have to filter my data because I want to know the students only who have passed the semester. So for that, I'll be using this result as a filter and I'll filter out only the past students. Okay. So this table is only for past, and now I want the count because I want to know the number of students. So count. So in semester 2, 73 students have passed. So this is my second question's answer. You can just copy paste them. Okay. So this way you know that in semester 2, 73 have passed. Semester 4, 100 have passed. Okay. Now the third question. Find out the average marks obtained by the students who have passed the exam. So similarly, result will be passed only, but instead of count, I have to use the average. So the students who have passed the paper, their average marks are these for semester wise. Okay, so this is your third question, first subpart. And next is for the students who have failed. So here, instead of passed, we can select failed. Okay, so this is, so it means in semester 1, no one has failed. Okay, so this is the failed students. Okay. You can just use Control plus C, and for pasting it, Alt plus E plus S plus V, or you can simply go to this paste special, and here you can select values. Okay. Now all my 3 questions are done, and I just did it in less than a minute. Now suppose instead of pivot table, we have to use the filter to filter out the data. Now you can understand how painful it is. I'll just show you. First, go to this data and do filter. Okay. So first question is, you want to know the average, maximum and minimum marks obtained by the students. That is semester wise. So first you have to filter semester 2. Okay, semester 2. Then you want to know the average marks of the students. So first you will select the entire data, and there you have to see that average is 5.41. Okay, and here you will not be able to find the maximum or minimum. So that you have to select the data and see, okay, minimum is 0 and maximum is 8.73. Maximum is 8.73. See, and minimum is 0. So how time consuming this process is. Similarly, if you have to select how many students have passed this semester, for that you have to first filter the data only for past students. Then you have to count it. You have to select the entire column, and you then have to see first passed. Then we have to put the filter in semester also, that is semester 2, and there see only 73 students. So if there are no pivot tables, then you can understand how difficult it is to calculate these averages, maximum, minimum and count functions, and how difficult it is to filter out the data. So I hope this video is useful for you, and you can now use it in your daily problems also. If you have any doubts, you can definitely write me through the comment section. Thank you so much.